Welcome to another episode of my Motortown playthrough, the no teleport version. We are finally back. It took me quite a while with the racing event update and all of that, and also a few other things happening, but yeah, we are finally back. Brand new episode. The last one that you saw was actually recorded before the 0.78 update. And yeah, I honestly have to reorient myself. I don't exactly know where we left off, apart from having bought the trailer behind me and that most likely becoming more useful later down the line. But yeah, without teleportation, it's definitely an essential item here. I think the first thing I really want to do here is buy a few more uh, parking lots for my property over here. Since we also had the addition of 2 more inventory slots, I can just keep them on me, I guess. Not really what I usually like doing, but yeah, I kinda need a few more, and that's definitely one way to handle it. So let's drive over there and also reconsider a few things that I want to do here. My original plan was to actually get the bongo bus, the VWT2 transporter thing, sooner than later, using it for bus driving and that kind of stuff, and maybe also other types of transportation, because it's a real jack of all trades kind of deal. I've now decided against it. First up, I've kind of done that exact thing on my uh, my co-op playthrough with my friend, which of course you won't get to see anything of, but yeah, I don't want to repeat myself there because that would be boring for me. Also, I don't think it's the best fit for what we are doing here to just have a vehicle that can do everything on its own. I think it's more fun just going to a place and taking something from there and going about things that way. Oh, that's a road where I thought it was a bus stuck in the wilderness or something. So yeah, I think for the time being we are going to do other stuff. I think I want to get an Elisa sooner than later. Just have a proper taxi. Of course, I've been using the servers on my other account and I prefer that one, honestly. I like the driving, I like the 5-star comfort bonus and all of that. But I also would like to have something a bit different here, and I think the Elisa can be a bit more sporty in the end. But we'll have to see about all of that. First up, let's go grab a few parking lots and then drive back home. And also to buy anything else we need money to begin with. I honestly didn't think this through because I may not even have enough money for the parking lots here. I hope I do. I at least want to buy a single one here, and okay, that's not happening. Hey, at least we can look at the prices. So it's 1k for a small one, mid-sized one 2k, large one 3k. Usually I only go for the large ones, but since I may need a few on my property, I mean the small one is definitely good enough for the trailer right now. But yeah, we are going to need a bit more money here, so why not go over to the nearby overseas shipping company, import, whatever, and do a few jobs there. I don't want to make this all about transportation, cargo stuff, that kind of deal, but you gotta start somewhere. I don't know if I could be using my trailer for vehicle jobs. At least I could bring it to the to Jeju Harbor and then do stuff from there. That might be another idea. Not something that people usually do. They just take a specific vehicle transporter and go for the jobs then. But hey, I'm kinda low on options right now. And you know what? I'm gonna use the trailer with my own car here. Of course, due to the rules of the entire playthrough, I will have to bring the trailer back once I'm done. But there's nothing saying that I need to bring my own trailer here. I can definitely use stuff that's just standing around here. Could have also maybe spawned in a transporter, maybe one of the Kiras, but we'll do this now. See how it goes. Or did I do something like this already? I'm not sure. I definitely did some transporting because, well, that's a basic job that you can do pretty early on. But now let's see what we get here. And it would also be nice if the game wasn't just constantly spawning the camera inside the building. I would actually like to see what I'm doing here, and yeah, that's that's a pretty amazing route here. To the south, west end of the island, crossing all the way to and through Jeju City and then coming back down south. I think I'll just go through this area here. That seems a bit more straightforward. But yeah, almost 4K for this. That's definitely worth considering. Anything else in that direction? Oh, this is actually looking nice. 2K per package. Okay, now I kind of want to go to Jeju, but honestly not really. 2.5K, yeah, sure, might as well. Really what I should be doing here is getting a few containers into this area. Just to get a few more things to spawn, and also let's move this forward. Get it out of the delivery area to strip down the cargo. Just like that. Anything else here? No, nothing of value. Or at least nothing useful to me. So yeah, let's go and deliver this stuff, and then we should have enough to get back here and buy some parking lots. It's all coming together. I was kinda set on the whole taxi thing, but honestly that seems to be more like a long-term plan at this point. I don't have anywhere near enough money. I could get a loan, and I might do that at some point. But I think at this point it would be not that sensible. So yeah, it's kind of funny that I took this long to get back to this playthrough attempt. I just, well, kind of got stuck with the other update. Definitely right up my alley there. And you can't really do that much with all the event stuff without teleportation, or at least it would be very annoying. Especially without having proper vehicles to test what you're doing. And honestly, I should really go back to my other character and do a few more things, because there are like 3 or 4 events that I've been planning out, and I just didn't go through with any of them yet. We have the 3-stage rally, which is basically 3 point-to-point races with the usual V8 rally cars. This one could actually be in the same class if I upgrade it, but yeah, that's a ways away. The second one is maybe with the same cars or some all-wheel drive vehicles, I'm not sure, but like a staggered start rally, like proper rally driving. I would need to get one very long rally track for that, because I don't want to do the whole staggered start racing setup on 3 different tracks. That would be a bit too long for me. And yeah, I would need to get the track first, and I haven't even started with that. I had a look around the map for something that could work, because with 50 checkpoints and me wanting to have like maybe like 15-minute long rally track or something at the very least. Yeah, I kinda need to be a bit more sparing with my checkpoints in order to cover enough distance. The third one, and I really would like to do that at some point, and it should be easy enough to set up, would be a Stellar Cup event. So just the Stellar, the in-game version of the Ford Fiesta, maybe 240 horsepower engine plus turbo, and then just 3 different tracks around the maps here, just on road. I think I got like 1 or 2 set up right now. I have my East Jeju Island track, which I showed off a few episodes ago. I have my Anson hybrid track going onto the racetrack and then also around it on the ring road. And I would need a third one, and I don't really know if I have something good for that. Would have to see about it. And yeah, I will be most likely just be using my own races because, well, with the whole checkpoint editing, other people don't do that, and I kind of think it makes the entire thing much better, so yeah. I don't just want to go around and adopt other people's stuff. I don't really just want to have a hand in everything. But if I want something for my event, then I have to find some way to make it work how I want it. So we'll have to see about it. So yeah, third track is still pending, and since we are usually going for 3 tags at the time, I would need to find something. Maybe around this area would not be the worst idea, but I don't really have a concrete plan right now. I'm also not really having much of a plan on where to go from here, so let's check. This one is definitely going to be last, but the question is, do I go here first or over here? I think I might go over here first, then down here, and then it's really easy to go to Seongsang from there. So let's do that. But yeah, these are all my plans right now as far as I remember. Honestly, I'm really bad with memory recently, so I should be writing this kind of stuff down. But we'll get to those when we get there. I also have a few other tracks that I would like to remake at some point, like my rally course track, the first one for my initial V8 event. I think that's a good layout, but the checkpoints need quite a bit of work. And with all of that stuff, it's more like sometimes I'm really in the mood and I just work on a track or two, and otherwise I'm usually not, and then nothing gets done. Also, the layouts at the end of the day are usually pretty basic unless you go through a town, and good luck with the traffic there. Anyways, we are almost at the first place, so let's take a left-hand turn here and hand in the pallet as far as I remember. Just gonna give them something, they will know what to do with it. Yep, that's the pallet. That's at least a bit of money back. So let's move over to the next place, which is Payosan. Going with a trailer again, it feels really weird. Okay, let me quickly check something. Okay, we want to stay on this road and then go in front of Tozen trailers. I wasn't sure if we went through here by turning left first, but yeah, no. I recently made a track through here, I should remember the layout. I also hope that at some point we'll, Jesus Christ, see a few more things added to this part of the island. Compared to the rest, it feels a bit underdeveloped. I mean, I still like the roads, they're nice and twisty, windy and all of that, but yeah, I could maybe use another town here. But hey, the devs have also OG Island to take care of. That's quite a large order there. And speaking of OG Island, that's something that I thought about recently. I've been playing this game for since early last year, something like that. And my god, did this game get some amazing updates. I mean, I would have never expected some of the stuff to come out that we ended up getting. To be fair, I was thinking at the time, back when we only had Jeju Island and Anson Island, that, yeah, for the whole transportation simulation, trucking and all of that kind of stuff, the area is maybe a bit too small to really support it. You go around the same few cities back and forth, usually between Gangyang and Jeju City for quite a few jobs, and it gets old at some point. I would have maybe hoped for another edition that's the size of Jeju Island again, but I would have never foreseen something like OG. I mean, this is half a continent in game terms. Also, just some of the other stuff, just the whole in-depth off-road things that we can do now, the entire racing event system. I mean, I always hope for something like that to happen because the game has a lot of potential for that to be really amazing and all of that. But expecting mainly a single developer and a few people helping out in other departments for that to happen, really unrealistic expectations. But hey, they did it. And I just got absolutely confused because I own that plot on another character and I just thought, why is my house not there? Yeah, because it's another character. And yeah, those are just some of the big ones. Like the decal stuff is another thing that I didn't see coming, and I don't know what else. There's a whole lot of cool stuff that has been added, but the fun thing in a way is that while all of that has been going on and it's been amazing to witness and just see all the new content, it's kind of weird how the game still feels like pretty janky and rough around the edges, because in the meantime there are a few things that the game does not vet well, and those have not been addressed ever since. So in some ways the game has made leaps and bounds, is far beyond what it was 1.5 years ago. But in others it still feels like pretty much as unfinished as before, because it's just the janky menus, some of the other things that he would wanted to do, it just didn't happen. Like some weird physics interactions. I'm pretty sure that also after the Unreal Engine 5 update or somewhere in between, the collisions on multiplayer have gotten way worse. I remember an old event on the TWL server where we all got stock stingers, so the Camaro lookalike, and yeah, the order was just to stop a semi-truck by any means necessary. So we were like 10, 15, 20 people or something, I don't know, and just complete carnage, just driving side by side all the cars and just trying to follow the guy across the mountains and all of that. It was back before we had OG and that kind of stuff, so quite a while ago, and it worked. It worked perfectly fine. And now if you've seen some of my racing event videos, it's just, you get too close to somebody else, either one of you is going to die, maybe both. So I hope that they can clean up their netcode in that regard a bit. Also optimization, making it so that trees don't just spawn in at some point, like completely being non-existent at some point and then spawning in the next moment. So yeah, I think those are the things that I would really like to see the dev work on at some point. They have sometimes a bit of the uninteresting items, so not really something that you absolutely want to do, but I think for the long-term health of the game it would be really beneficial. Also getting rid of the stupid bug scroll or the chat scroll glitch has been on the backlog or in candidates for quite a while on the Trello, and really it would just be a big favor to the server communities just getting that sorted out. I have no idea how hard that would be, but considering how constantly annoying it is, sometimes even in single player when you don't get the thing to keep scrolling down, I mean, please, just get it done with. I don't know what the trailer tried to do there, but I didn't like it. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out a few items to take back to the overseas import company. I think that's the correct name. Nah, not sure. But yeah, okay, that brings me at least back to Jeju. And I can take some residential stuff along the way. Or just bring it with me to that location. So we at least don't go empty. And yeah, what can I say? I really like this kind of job. It's pretty fun just going back and forth, getting some cargo, going to another cargo hub on the way, and just getting a few more things, dropping some stuff up, or dropping some stuff off, I mean, and keep going and just, yeah. Try to plan out your route ahead as far as you can. It's kinda neat. And I think it now also pays a lot better than before. Used to be really kind of a useless job for money. Okay, I'm gonna let that guy go through. Oh yeah, the AI drivers are a complete nightmare as well, and something that they should also take care of. I always blame them for not driving in an immersive way in this game. I mean, yeah, it's definitely on me as well, but at least to some degree. You never know what these knuckleheads are going to do at any corner or intersection. So usually you just try to get past them as quickly as possible. I likely would still be driving like an idiot after a few hours in this game. The whole immersive thing gets old for me pretty quickly. I'm more careful around other people on the TWL server. Oh yeah, that guy seems to be indicating, so yeah, turn off. Let me go. So yeah, what else? Not really too much going on. I had a bit of a rough week. Actually dedicated quite a few hours or even days to recording Railroads Online content. Kind of want to get done with some specific thing I want to do there. But in the end it took longer than I expected, and yeah, I ran out of Motor Tom videos in the meantime. That happens. Maybe I should add some additional lights to the car here, that would be nice, but there are so many upgrades that I could be doing to it. I think I shouldn't put too much effort into the looks right now. He says after having spent God knows how much money on the decal job. I mean, they are cheap, but they definitely took a bit of time. I remember that much. Yeah, just let me pass here. Nothing too sketchy going on with my overtaking attempt there. Few more cars over here. I like how they put the stinger in the back. I'm pretty sure if it was up to them, to the devs, they would likely just want to get rid of it right away. But I hope that they get another Camaro model beforehand. Camaros are kinda... they are a big deal. I mean, even something like Gran Turismo 2 had it. And that's the late 60s models, I think. While Novas, Chevelles and all of that kind of stuff didn't really get featured in a lot of racing games. But Camaro, if you go for muscle cars, it's usually part of the roster. So yeah, of course people want to see the stuff again. Oh, am I bringing this over to the airport? That might actually be nice. Could give me a few more items over there. I know they have some exchange for getting new pallets out if you deliver some to those places. I mean, a single pallet is not going to be doing too much, but hey, better one than none. And yeah, we are making quite a bit of money here. So it's all coming together. Okay, that's the last pallet for now. I mean, I'm gonna of course try to get a few more loaded, especially if they go over to the overseas thing. Not really, but at least few to plastic, but I cannot even transport them. Bringing a pack of rice to Oedo is not really my idea of a job. Yeah, I'm not going back over there. I mean, this would be nice for later, but yeah, I guess when I want to have like a proper transporter. You know what, let's take the sack of rice to Edo and take a look at what they have at that place. Almost not worth the detour to whatever house it needs to go to, but why not? The trailer definitely feels a bit empty right now, but hey, we are going to hopefully fill it up a bit more in a moment. And yeah, maybe I can actually buy the Elisa next episode. I don't know how much it will be worth without having the taxi license. I think I should get both of them at the same time. Otherwise I might just stick to this car here. I could have also turned this into a taxi. I mean, I would have the money right now. But I think it has like 2-star comfort and... yeah, that's not really amazing. Oh, and I forgot to check the warehouse, so let's do a U-turn here in the middle of the road. It's fine. Also, another reason why I didn't make any videos recently, I kinda got lost in Night Runners, which is like, you know, the Japanese illegal street racing scene from the late 90s, early 2000s? It's a game based on that. And I've been looking forward to that for quite a while. I know we have a new Tokyo Extreme Racer coming out at some point soonish. And it's kind of a similar deal. And yeah, really looking forward to both of these. I don't see that even as competitors. I'm more like, yeah, next year people who like that kind of deal are going to eat well for once in 10, 20 years or something. So as long as the games are good, I'm going to likely buy both Night Runners and Tokyo Extreme Racer as well. Might also make videos on both of them. I could also show off Prologue. If you want to check it out, it's on Steam, it's free. Only has like one chassis available, so that's like 2 or 3 cars depending on your counting, and yeah, they're all based on the same thing basically. So it's based on the Nissan 180 SX and the 200 SX. And the theoretical third variant, which has been talked about on or mentioned on the Kickstarter, is like the 180 but with a sunroof. So not really much of a difference, but hey, it exists. So the thing is basically they have like, and I kind of like how they are doing this because it's something that was annoying about games like Gran Turismo and similar for a long time. They are distinguishing between chassis and car, and chassis basically means the basis for the car. And the car is, well, then every single different model based on that. So for example, Gran Turismo had like, at some points, like 25 Mazda MX-5 or something. And that would be maybe 1 chassis, 2 or 3 depending on the generation. But having the 1.8 liter engine, 2.0 liter, whatever, would then be different cars, but still the same chassis. So it kind of makes sense to just count the chassis instead of the cars at that point. Motortown doesn't really have that issue because, well, you have usually one version of the car and then you put whatever engine you want into it. With maybe the exception of the Zydo, but will still count as the same. Okay, how am I going to get out of here again? Not even that difficult. But yeah, I should have maybe gone in here in reverse. That would have been smart. So yeah, Night Runners, pretty cool game, but also very hard to understand from the get-go. And it's all, I think it's made up highway roads, but it's all based on, or at least in the looks and the idea of the Japanese expressway around Tokyo and that kind of stuff. And it's really hard to navigate. In fact, I actually at multiple points had to go into oncoming traffic. At some points you can switch over, but of course you can always just turn around. That's something that I'm not used to from some other games like Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero. So that was really kind of tough to get used to. But yeah, I kind of played through the entire deal right now, so yeah, pretty much done with that. You know what, we're just gonna go back to the shipping company now and delivering back the trailer here. $20K is definitely enough for a few parking lots. And look, it's my future car right in front of me. Soon. I think the base price for it is like 20k plus 10 or 12k for the taxi thing. I was about to say pizza for some reason, I don't know. The paint shop reminds me of cheese, I guess. And I'm slightly hungry. Bit peckish today. Anyways, here we are to bring back the trailer. And that's it for that one. So let's go back over to the, I don't know, architect place, whatever. This thing could really use a proper name. Does it have one on the map? What does it say here? It's a vendor, yeah. Okay. I mean, they are not wrong, but I would have maybe hoped for something a bit more detailed, a bit more descriptive. Anyways, we go back in here, we buy a few parking lots, and then that should be all good. So, let's see. No house, we only want the parking lots, so I'm gonna buy maybe 2 of the small ones. Let's go with 3 of the mid-sized ones, and that's gonna be enough for now. It's gonna take a while until I get to a vehicle that needs a large parking lot. And also I would like to have at least one place in my inventory that's still free for something else. And you know what? I might just end the episode right here, and we are gonna go, or we're gonna get back here in the next one and just see where we go from there. I think at this point, yeah, it's a long one already, so yeah, with that all being said, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and till next time, have a good one, bye bye.